everyone, it's Courtney and I'm super excited because today I hopped on YouTube and I saw that people are posting kind of like a midway through the year what I've made so far in 2025, and I thought that that sounds like a great idea, so let's get into it. We're gonna start off all the way on January 1st, and I started off the new year by making this cute jammy bear. The pattern is from Crocheting All Day, and I highly recommend. The only thing that I would maybe do next time is I would definitely put a piece of cardboard in the bottom, because I've heard that you can, if you stuff it properly, the bottom won't get rounded out, but I don't think I did. So next time I will just use the cardboard option to keep the bottom nice and flat. Otherwise, I love this bear. Oh, obviously my felting, like I don't have the best skills for that. And also I was using like really big scissors. Maybe if I'd planned things out a little bit too prior to just trying to like freehand cut out this felt, I might have had a better result. So yeah, it does look a bit more like a pepper, but we are loving this bear. The second thing that I made in the year 2025 is this adorable little Eeyore. He is meant to be made with thinner yarn, but I used Premier Parfait Chunky and I think that he still looks great. I will have this pattern linked down below. Third pattern that I made this year, or the third finished object that I made this year rather, because we are counting finished objects as long as I have them saved in Ravelry. Whatever I have saved in Ravelry, by the way, is what we're posting today. The third little guy that I made this year is this adorable grape cow, and I made this grape cow for my husband's mom. And for Christmas, she had gifted me with some yarn in this colorway that's like a little bit darker purple that you see on the grapes. So I was able to use a little bit of that yarn to hopefully make her something. I thought that it was gonna be like really nice, but apparently when I asked my husband if his mom would like a grape cow, he thought I said a grape cowl and that I was going to be like knitting her an accessory. And he was like, why are you making that cow? And I was like, you said that your mom would love it, right? But anyways, it got sent out to her and I think she did. I think she liked it. Hopefully it'll be something that she keeps and hangs on to. Anyways. Thing that I made is a pattern by me, and it is the Galago, or Beautiful Bush Baby, as he is titled, I believe, in the pattern description. But I would definitely go check out this Galago if you like want to support me as a creator and as like a person. It would make me feel super special if you did. I made this Galago pattern. I had some awesome testers to test it for me, and overall I think the experience was pretty good. He is still on my shelves in my room, my floating shelves, so he's kind of with me like every morning when I wake up and every night. The next thing I made is this Taka. I believe it is the pattern by Chastity and Designs, which of course I will have linked down below. Anything that I have links for, I'm linking it down below, okay guys? But I was really pleased with her. I think she came out great. We are loving her. Little guy that I made in 2025 is this cute Kapitsune. So he is a mix between a capybara and a kitsune fox, the nine-tailed fox. And I made this guy using a tutorial from Autumny Crochet, which I will also have linked down below. It's a YouTube tutorial, so it's all free. And yeah, if you like capybara crossovers, this creator has a few of those. For this next project, I think you're gonna see a little bit of a shift in tone. We are getting out of the like deep winter where you saw me use like blacks and reds. This was not intentional. But now, as we're nearing maybe the end of January perhaps, in these projects, I'm kind of getting a glimpse of spring coming around the corner, and that is reflected in the pastel colors that I am using to create things, okay? So we're thinking of spring. Now, the next pattern that I made is this free mushroom, and that is available on my Instagram. It's a free mushroom pattern. He kind of reminds me of those little mushrooms at the pool. Yeah, like a little pool mushroom. In my Ravelry, after the mushroom pattern, I think just after I had created the mushroom pattern and not after it had been released, I have my whatever sweater. I started this project in the end of November and finally finished it. in January. My favorite part of this project is probably the blue and yellow combo up near like the neckline. That is probably my fave, okay? Just all the brighter colors up near the top. And to be quite honest, I do think that the sweater got a bit long. I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't want it to be too short, but then I bound off too tightly. Project that I made is this cute keychain kitty. Pattern is from Zuzu Crochet, and it is also available as a free tutorial is on YouTube. And I thought that it was really relaxing and really fun. I did use like a way smaller hook than I would usually use for this project, and I think that's going to be important to getting like the shape of the cat. Next little guy, I was so excited that I finally got to make. He had been on my to make list for a little while. I really wanted to make him, and when I was able to buy the pattern and the pattern for his little vest, I was so excited. The title of my Ravelry project is Shrimp Wearing a Sweater Vest, in parentheses Larry, because I believe that is the name that my kids gave him, okay? Now this next project, it was actually my first time making a granny square. I made this granny heart Valentine bag from Island Style Crochet. I got the idea from Dana of Blondie Knots, whose video I was actually watching prior to recording this one. Pattern that I made were these cute little jelly bears. These cute little gummy bears. And the pattern is from, I believe it's called like Tick Crochet 2022. I will have the pattern linked down below. I really loved getting to pick out the colors that I used in these little bears, and I really love how they all go together. I think they all look so great. Next one, this one is probably my favorite so far that I've made, honestly, and it does have to do with the colors too. I used a tutorial to make this puff handle purse. It is a pattern and tutorial. It's by Zuzu Crochet, available on YouTube, so definitely go and check her out. To make this cute Hanyodon bucket hat, which was the next project that I made, I used a crochet granny square tutorial on YouTube, free tutorial obviously, from Bee Hooked Crochet, like b.hooked crochet, which I will have linked down below. And to make the cute Hanyodon applique, I also followed a YouTube tutorial. This YouTube tutorial is from Meow Made Crochet, so I will have that tutorial linked down below so that you can make your very own Hanyodon applique as well. Mostly freehanded this next project. It was just a cute little bag that I made to hold some cards for a Valentine surprise. I have 2 hearts on it, and I forget where I got those hearts. I believe Autumn Crochet might have had the larger or smaller heart. Next project that I made is this adorable otter. It is a free pattern from Crochet by Yanina on Instagram. I think her patterns are so cute. I definitely recommend checking this one out. Also a free pattern from Crochet by Yanina on Instagram, and it is going to be this adorable little shark. Now, I just love his little like snaggle tooth there, and I think that detail is really cute and really fun. The pattern that I made is Lois the Lion. This pattern was a pattern test that I'm so thankful I was chosen to do. It was my first crochet pattern test. The pattern is from Cats and Loops on Instagram, and I believe the pattern is out now, so I will do my best to have it linked down below. I then made another of these Granny Heart Superstar Valentine's Day bags. So as you can see, I was really loading up on little cuties to give to my daughters for Valentine's Day. This little whale is from the Baby Whales and Sharks pack, I believe from All From Jade. So I will have it linked down below. It's a free pattern, and again, I'd highly recommend. It's about the same size as the ones from Crochet by Janina that I also used. So I think these patterns all work together really great. And if you're interested in more little squishy guys of this size, definitely check out the Instagram of Crochet by Yanina and All From Jade as well for more of their free patterns. This next little guy, who is probably the crochet pattern that took me the longest amount of time to make to date. It is this little hoopoe from The book Curious Crochet Creatures by Irene Strange. This next pattern, I actually made this pattern and I wrote it up and intended it to be released for free to the world, but nobody signed up to test it for me, so it's still saved. I have it in my Canva, but it just hasn't been released, and it is Kitty's Cocoon. The next little guy that I got to crochet is the branch from a pattern pack that I bought, I believe back in November, and it is from Mademoiselle J Crochet. The next pattern that I'm about to show you is actually my longest running crochet project to date. This chimpanzee took me about 3 weeks to complete, and during that time I was working on the chimpanzee pretty much as my primary project. So here he is. He is also from the Curious Crochet Creatures by Irene Strange book. Next pattern also took me about a week to complete, and I will say it might have taken me less time had I not been a little bit burnt out perhaps at this point after coming off of the chimpanzee project, but I am in love with Megra. I think she turned out so sweet. I used a pattern from Sunny Princess Crochet, which will be linked. Next pattern I made, the next project I got to complete is this adorable little dinosaur and egg. It is a pattern from Ellen Dan on Etsy, and I will have it linked down below. After some of these more structured projects, I really wanted something a little more fun, just easy breezy, lighthearted. I'm so glad that this sun guy was a little guy that I got to create. I freehanded him, and I think he looks wonderful. Keeping with the theme of fun and also yellow, because I guess I had my yellow yarn out at this point, so I was inspired by the yellow of more things to make. This is Pom Pom Purin. Pattern is from cozy_crochet corner on Instagram. The next pattern that I made is this adorable little macaron guy, also a free pattern from sola.crochets on Instagram. This next little guy is a little dobby that I made for my daughter. I love this dobby that I made and adapted from a pattern by Blue Ball Print Crochet. I had also made like a cute little guy back on like October 1st, and he looks like a little baby Shrek basically. So I really love this pattern for its ability to be like customizable. Guy is keeping with the Jellycat inspired theme, and it is this little sunny guy. The pattern is free and it's by Sweet Creams Co. available on Instagram. Also Jellycat inspired is this adorable crochet flower guy or gal, and it is part of a free pattern pack, and that pattern pack is a collaboration between Blue Toadstool Crochet and Raja Crochets on Instagram, so definitely check it out. I had a lot of fun making this guy, and he's so cute. Going back to those pastel colors that you saw me use in like very early spring, we have got these special bunnies for Easter. The pattern is also free. It is from a creator called Lovey_crochet_patterns, I believe. The next pattern that I got to create is this cute triple dip and chip from the Distracted Dame Crochet. I was so thankful that I was chosen to test this pattern for her, and I think they came out really great. This guy I made for one of my daughter's friends, one of the teens actually that like helps run a program for the kids here. They said that she really liked pickles, so I'm super glad that I was able to use this pickle pattern for free. It is from All From Jade. So if you're looking for a free pickle pattern, definitely check out this one from All From Jade. The next project that I made is this adorable, I call it the self-care taco. It's the pattern is called Emotional Support Taco, and the pattern that I used is from Snuggable Stitches. Next pattern was so much fun. It is Tomatoed, and again, it is another pattern that is free, and it is by a creator called Croutons Crochet, and you'll see me mention a few more patterns by Croutons Crochet here in just a bit. 3 patterns that we're gonna talk about today are the most recent 3 patterns that I made, and as such they are not in my Ravelry yet. I do actually have pictures of all of these, but I thought I'd go ahead and just show them to you in person, and maybe I'll throw the pictures up on the screen too. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, are you ready? All right, first, this is the next pattern chronologically that I've made, but hasn't been added into Ravelry yet. I made this guy a few days ago, and he is a root beer float, or root beer bee. He is a pattern. It's actually a paid pattern. It's the Beasties pattern, like besties, but with two E's for B, from Croutons Crochet. So definitely check out Croutons Crochet. If you look at the tomatoed video that I posted last week, you will hear me mention that Croutons Crochet had a sale over the weekend, so I got to pick up a couple of patterns, including this one for the Beasties. And I did make the body brown because I didn't have like the golden color to make the bee and the regular beer bee color. I had this dark brown, so I made it a root beer bee, and I didn't have white either. I had this cream, so I was like, oh, it kind of looks like vanilla ice cream, or like the root beer foam at the top would be like cream and not like white. So with this next guy, you all are getting a little bit of a sneak peek. I was chosen to test crochet this pattern. I'm about to butcher the name of this pattern designer. I'm gonna put the pattern designer's name up on the screen, and I will link her Instagram account down below. Next pattern that I got to create is the peanut butter and jelly or gel bees from Croutons Crochet, and they are right here. Here's one is the gel bee. And this one is the peanut butter. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. It was so much fun. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And wow, we went through all the projects that I made so far in 2025. What? Like, oh my goodness. I feel so blessed to have so many amazing projects that I've gotten to make. These are also like, I get to actually like sell some of these and, you know, like make some money for myself and my family. Like, what? That's amazing. I have so much fun every time. I get to take like awesome pictures of the things that I create, and that is always like just the icing on the cake. So again, thanks so much for hanging out, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.